The holiday season is steeped in traditions and stories from cultures around the world, each with its own unique take on Christmas. One of the most fascinating and mysterious sources of Christmas lore comes from the Nordic countries, lands where long, cold winters and ancient traditions blend into a magical holiday season. In the midst of these wintry landscapes, Nordic legends have shaped the spirit of Christmas, weaving together mythology, folklore, and the deep connection between the people and the natural world. One of the most iconic figures in Nordic Christmas lore is Yule goat, or Julbok, a creature that has evolved throughout history. Originally, the Yule goat was a figure associated with Thor, the Norse god of thunder. In ancient times, people would perform rituals and processions in honor of the Yule goat, hoping to ensure a good harvest and a peaceful winter. Over the centuries, the Yule goat's role transformed, eventually becoming more closely tied to Christmas celebrations. By the 19th century, the Yule goat was believed to deliver gifts to children, somewhat like Santa Claus in modern traditions, though with a mischievous twist. Some stories describe the Yule goat as a prankster who would leave presents for good children and play tricks on those who were naughty. The Yule goat isn't the only mythical figure who plays a role in Nordic Christmas celebrations. The Nis, or Tomt, is another central character in Scandinavian folklore. This small, elf-like creature is said to be the guardian of the home and the farm, protecting the family from misfortune in exchange for a bowl of porridge or a gift of respect. In many parts of Scandinavia, it's believed that if you don't honor the Nis with a gift or offering, he might cause trouble, such as hiding tools or playing pranks. The Nis is a central figure in Scandinavian Christmas traditions, embodying the spirit of giving and the importance of honoring both the seen and unseen forces that help sustain the household. But the spirit of Christmas in the Nordic countries is not just embodied by mischievous elves or mythical creatures. It also carries a deep connection to the winter solstice. For centuries, the people of the North have celebrated the return of the sun, marking the longest night of the year with festivals of light. The concept of Yule, a celebration of the rebirth of the sun and the triumph of light over darkness, has been a cornerstone of Nordic Christmas traditions. This ancient festival involved lighting candles, decorating homes with evergreens, and feasting together as a family. The Yule log, a massive piece of wood that would burn for days, symbolized warmth, hope, and the continuity of life through the harsh winter months. As Christmas in the Nordic countries evolved, so did the influence of Norse mythology on the holiday spirit. Many traditions, still alive today, have their roots in ancient customs that honor nature, family, and the community. One of the most striking aspects of Nordic Christmas traditions is their deep connection to the elements of nature, particularly the winter landscape. The long, cold nights and the snow-covered forests have always been central to the way people in the north celebrate the season. As the winter solstice marks the return of light, it also reminds people of the resilience and endurance required to thrive in the harsh conditions of the Nordic winters. One of the most enduring symbols of Nordic Christmas is the evergreen tree, which represents life and renewal during the darkest time of the year. Fir trees, pines, and holly were often brought inside to decorate homes, with their needles serving as a symbol of vitality and endurance. Wreaths made from evergreens were hung on doors to welcome guests and ward off evil spirits, ensuring that the home would remain safe and protected throughout the long winter. The tradition of decorating Christmas trees, which is now a widespread custom, also has its origins in these ancient celebrations of Yule, where families would bring a tree inside and adorn it with candles, fruit, and ribbons, symbolizing the return of the sun. Another essential element of Nordic Christmas tradition is the practice of feasting and family gatherings. For centuries, the winter solstice was celebrated as a time for people to come together, share food, and honor the bonds of kinship. These gatherings were often accompanied by the telling of tales and legends, stories passed down from generation to generation that celebrated the deeds of gods and heroes, as well as the beauty and mystery of the natural world. Many of these stories were tied to the spirits of the land, with a belief that during the Yule season, the world of the living and the world of spirits were closely connected. Offerings of food and drink were often left out for these spirits, ensuring their favor in the year to come. The Norse gods, particularly Odin, also played a role in Nordic Christmas traditions. Odin, the All-Father of the Norse pantheon, was associated with wisdom, protection, and magic. During the Yule season, it was believed that Odin rode through the sky on his 8-legged horse, Sleipnir, accompanied by a retinue of warriors, bringing gifts and blessings to those who had been good throughout the year. This figure of Odin eventually merged with the legend of Santa Claus in the broader European tradition. However, in the Nordic countries, his presence during Christmas was more closely tied to the spirits of the past, bringing both the joys of the season and a reminder of the ancestors who came before. The magic of the Nordic Christmas spirit is not just found in its creatures and customs, but in its deep connection to the elements of the natural world. The long, dark winter months were a time for reflection, renewal, and honoring the passage of time. One of the most enduring symbols of this was the Yule log, a central part of many Nordic households during the Christmas season. Families would select a large piece of wood, often from an oak or ash tree, and burn it slowly in the hearth to celebrate the return of the sun. The burning of the Yule log was said to symbolize the triumph of light over darkness, and its ashes were often kept for good luck in the coming year. Some believed that the warmth of the Yule log had the power to drive away evil spirits and protect the home from misfortune. In the Nordic regions, fire played a pivotal role during the Christmas season. Not only did it provide warmth during the coldest months, but it was also seen as a symbol of hope and resilience. Many Nordic Christmas traditions still incorporate the use of candles, whether on the Christmas tree or in windowsills, to bring light into the darkness and to guide the way for both spirits and travelers. The candlelight of Christmas was not only a celebration of the return of the sun but a reflection of the inner light that each person carried within them. In some parts of Scandinavia, the Yule cat, or Jollekaturen, was a creature that added a bit of mystery and fear to the holiday season. According to the legend, the Yule cat was a giant, menacing feline that roamed the streets on Christmas Eve, devouring anyone who had not received new clothes for the holiday. The cat's insatiable hunger was a reminder of the importance of generosity and kindness during Christmas, and it was said that only those who had been good throughout the year would be safe from its claws. While the Yule cat might sound like a frightening figure, it was ultimately tied to the practice of gift-giving, as people would ensure that others were provided with new clothes as a sign of love and care. The Nordic Christmas spirit also embodies the concept of hospitality. Just as the Yule goat was believed to protect homes and bring good fortune, guests who arrived during the Christmas season were treated with the utmost respect. It was customary to offer food, warmth, and shelter to any visitor, a reflection of the belief that everyone deserved to be part of the celebration of light and life, especially in a season of long nights and cold days. In this way, the spirit of Christmas in the Nordic countries is deeply intertwined with community, sharing, and the celebration of life's blessings. As we reflect on the rich tapestry of Nordic Christmas traditions, it becomes clear that these legends are more than just stories. They are reflections of the values that the holiday season embodies: hope, community, generosity, and a deep connection to the natural world. From the mischievous Yule goat to the benevolent Nis, and from the Yule cat's symbolic role to the warmth of the Yule log, each element of Nordic Christmas lore invites us to embrace the light in the darkest of times. Today, as we celebrate Christmas, we can draw from these ancient traditions to bring a sense of meaning and magic into our own lives. Whether it's by lighting candles to ward off the darkness, giving gifts to spread love and warmth, or simply coming together as a family to reflect on the year gone by, the essence of Nordic Christmas traditions still holds profound lessons for us all. If you've been inspired by these tales and traditions, consider exploring the magic of Christmas. Recipes, traditions, and timeless memories. This ebook is filled with creative ideas and heartwarming traditions to help you celebrate the spirit of Christmas in meaningful ways. From festive recipes to thoughtful gift suggestions, it's the perfect companion to infuse your holiday season with magic, just as the Nordic legends do. The spirit of Christmas in the Nordic countries is a reminder that even in the harshest of winters, there is always a spark of hope, a glimmer of warmth, and a deep connection that binds us together. Whether it's through the sound of the Yule bells, the glow of candles, or the kindness we show one another, Christmas is a time to celebrate both the light in our lives and the light we bring to others. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Nordic Christmas legends. If you've enjoyed this exploration, be sure to check out our other videos for more festive and thought-provoking stories. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for your daily dose of holiday magic. Until next time, Merry Christmas, and may your season be filled with the warmth, light, and spirit of Christmas.